Hello and welcome back to Easy English Stories. I'm Oliver and today we have an exciting story in slow and easy English to practice your listening and learn new vocabulary. Today we are taking a trip back in time to the smoky, shadowy world of the 1950s. Our story is a classic crime noir tale filled with mystery, secrets, and a bit of old-fashioned charm. So get ready to put on your detective hat. Before we dive in, let's learn 5 key words that will help you to follow the case and the story. The first word that I want to look at today is detective. Detective. And this is a person whose job it is to find out information about crimes and to solve a crime. The next one is alibi. Alibi. And an alibi is proof that someone was in a different place when a crime was committed. It is evidence that someone was in a different place. The next word is interrogate. Interrogate. And that is to ask someone questions in a thorough and often forceful way. And then we have red herring. Red herring. This is something that is meant to be misleading or distracting. And finally, we have dangerous woman, which can also often be called in crime stories a femme fatale. And this is an attractive and mysterious woman, especially one who is dangerous. Okay, try to listen out for those phrases and words in this story. Today's story is called The Case of the Blue Dahlia Brooch. The rain was coming down hard on the city, the kind that soaks you to the bone before you even know it. Inside my office, the only light came from a flickering neon sign outside and the lamp on my desk. I'm Jake Stone, and I'm a detective. I deal with the kind of cases the cops don't want or can't solve. Tonight, a woman walked in. Not just any woman. She was a dangerous woman, straight out of a movie. Dark hair, eyes that could melt ice, and a voice like smooth whiskey. She said her name was Lila, but she had a problem. She was a femme fatale. She came to me with an issue, a case that she needed me to solve. My sister is missing, Mr. Stone, she said, her voice barely a whisper. Her name is Rose. She disappeared 3 nights ago. I leaned back in my chair. Missing persons is usually a job for the police, miss, I said. Lila, and the police aren't helping. They say she probably just ran off with some guy, but Rose wouldn't do that. She had this... Lila paused, pulling out a small velvet box. Inside, nestled on a satin cushion, was a beautiful brooch. It was shaped like a blue dahlia. This was her most prized possession. She never went anywhere without it, and it's here. I took the box, examining the brooch. It was delicate, expensive looking. Okay, Lila, I'll take the case. Tell me everything you know, I said. Lila told me about Rose's life. She worked at a nightclub downtown called the Blue Moon. She had a boyfriend, a smooth-talking guy named Tony, and she had a few admirers. So my first stop was the Blue Moon. The place was smoky, loud, and full of shadows. I talked to the bartender, a guy with a face that looked like it had lost a fight with a brick wall. He said Rose was a good kid, kept to herself, but a lot of guys were interested in her. Next, I went to see Tony. He was slick, dressed in a sharp suit, and had an alibi for the night Rose disappeared. I decided to interrogate some of Rose's friends from the club. One of them, a singer with a sad smile, told me about a regular customer, an older guy, rich, and he always watched Rose. She said he made Rose uncomfortable, and his name was Mr. Beaumont. Mr. Beaumont lived in a big house on the edge of town. He was polite, but evasive. He said he barely knew Rose, just saw her at the club, but I could tell that he was hiding something. He kept glancing at a framed photo on his desk. A photo of Rose wearing the Blue Dahlia brooch. The case was getting complicated. Tony had an alibi. Beaumont was acting suspicious. And Lila? Lila was a mystery herself. Was she telling me the whole truth? Then I found a clue. A small, torn piece of blue fabric caught on a rose bush outside Beaumont's house. It looked like it came from a dress, and it smelled of the same perfume that Lila was wearing. Suddenly, it all clicked into place. The missing sister, the worried client, the suspicious rich guy. It was a classic setup. Lila wasn't looking for her sister. She was setting Beaumont up. The missing sister was a red herring. I went back to my office and Lila was still waiting. I laid out the evidence, the fabric, the photo, and the inconsistencies in her story. She finally broke down. Okay, you got me. Rose isn't missing. She's fine. Beaumont, he hurt her a long time ago, and I wanted him to be punished. It wasn't the ending I expected, but in this business, you learn to expect the unexpected. The rain kept falling, washing the city clean, but the secrets stayed buried deep. That's all for tonight's Easy English story. I hope you enjoyed our trip into the world of 1950s crime noir. Remember to follow or subscribe for more stories every single week. And don't forget to rate the podcast. If you would like to learn phrasal verbs, English phrasal verbs, through short stories, check out my ebook in the description below. and I will see you in the next episode of Easy English Stories. Goodbye.